Our next guest is all about balancing success and social responsibility. He is a managing partner with Northwest Mutual and owner of Spirit Water Company. Alessandro Tronco joins me now. Good morning, Alessandro. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing great. How are you?
Great, great. So tell us about your work with Northwest Mutual and Spirit Water Company.
Yeah, so at Northwestern, I've been there a long time, 26 years, and I'm still there. But about 6 months ago, myself, my 3 daughters, and my wife decided to start a water company.
Wow, and
Yeah.
what does the water company do? Like, let's get into
So
that.
it just goes back to like what we were meant to do, which is live really clean, healthy lives. And there's nothing more pure than water.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. So how do you integrate social responsibility into your businesses?
Yeah, so one of the first things that we do with the water is put in aluminum cans. So what a lot of people don't know is that most of the bottles that we recycle, even though it says recyclable, most plastic is not recyclable. And so the aluminum can, I believe, will be the future of where water is put. It's much more friendly for the environment.
Amazing. It's interesting that you said that, because normally you'll see that recyclable logo on the plastic bottle, so you think you're doing your part, right? So what advice do you have for aspiring entrepreneurs who are looking to do the same?
Yeah, I think just be really careful about what you choose to do, and have a clear path of why you're doing it and how you're going to get to where you want to go. And there's going to be a lot of bumps along the way. And so if you're pretty certain about where you want to go, the bumps won't deter you. It'll just be a different maybe avenue on getting to where you want to be.
Wonderful. And so with the water company and Northwest Mutual, how do you juggle both? They're two totally different companies, correct?
Yeah, so the water company is mostly run by my 3 daughters, and so I use them as kind of guiding it, and social media, and they're really good at that and really smart. And so I kind of lead it from behind the scenes, but they're really doing all the day-to-day work.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. I come from doing business with my father as well, so how fun is it to work with family, right?
Yeah, I guess it would be fun. You'd have to ask them, though, if it's fun or not.
Yeah.
On some days.
Yeah, I'll have to pull them aside
Yeah,
and
yeah,
see.
yeah,
You know,
it
I
can be
had my
pretty
own
challenging.
comments too, working with my dad.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, you wrote a book called The Buddha Who Drove a Bentley. So tell us all about that.
Yeah, so the title comes from that most people think that if you have wealth, if you have material things, that it isn't really that good. And what I believe is that we are meant to have really amazing things in life, including material things, but only if you keep your soul along the way. And so that title really comes from that you can have all the material things in life, but if you lose your soul along the way, you're going to find yourself in a pretty unhappy place. And so the book kind of brings you through a journey of not just about material things, but all the other things in life that really matter, like love and forgiveness and enjoying the outdoors and nature. And so it's a balance. It's not just about one or the other, that we really can have it all if we do it in the right sequence.
Wow. And so do you have any advice of how people can sort of balance? I mean, we live in a very fast paced, it can be a materialistic world. So how do you balance between the two, between that and having something, just a life that has true meaning and purpose?
Yeah, so I think most people know that they're heading down the wrong path. I think most people, if they just sat quietly for 5 minutes, would know that there's a part of their life that either isn't going really well or there's something really missing. So I think it starts there. And we all know it, but it's really hard to admit it to ourselves that we're going down a path that isn't really going to serve us or our families or our friends or God or the community. So I think you just need some quiet time. And that's the easy part. Now the hard part is, what do I do with that once I know that I'm losing my soul along the way? What do I do about that? And the book's journey kind of helps people step by step on what do I do when I know that there's more to life, and what do I do when I know I'm heading down the wrong path.
Gotcha. Wow, that's incredible. I tell you, that's very important too, and the book sounds like something that can really help a lot of people. You know, it is, you would think quiet time is hard in our world today, but it's really not, in sort of finding that. And I love that. So thank you so much for joining us today.
You're welcome.
It was wonderful to hear from you and to hear about this book as well.
Thank you.
To learn more about business and social responsibility, visit the website right there on your screen.